kids, comics. Silver-haired Bronze Age babe here, yakking about her comic book collection, and today I'd like to go through some of my Silver Age Lois Lane collection. This is number 12 from 1959. When I started falling in love with comic books, Lois Lane was one of the titles that I really adored, but I was 13, and the ones on the stands were the Bronze Age stuff. I only recently, meaning within the last 5 or 6 years, started to collect all of Lois Lane. And as far this one from 1959, this is again number 12. It's the oldest one that I have, and I'm not inclined to keep going because they can be kind of pricey. And I think I've read all the stories in various reprint forms, so I don't know, maybe I'll keep going, maybe not, I don't know. But when I started to collect these, part of my real enjoyment of comic book collecting is actually reading the originals, holding the originals, smelling the originals, and really experiencing them as kind of time travel. And I was sort of influenced by a lot of, I think I stayed away from Lois Lane for a few years because I was kind of influenced by the theory that, Silver Age Lois Lane is just a joke and she just wants to marry him, and what a nightmare. But I got into them, and I just completely disagree with that. Now, granted, you have to kind of sometimes squint and turn your head sideways sometimes, but my impression of Silver Age Lois Lane is more in line with kind of a Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy, madcap adventure stuff. There were times that she actually outsmarted Superman. She was often taught a lesson, but she gave as good as she got every now and then. And there's just something about the Lois Lane character that, look, I have 2 copies of that, because everyone should, that kind of transcends the one's first blush. I just find the character in this era in particular extraordinarily endearing. And I also think Curt Schaffenberger, the guy who drew most of the Lois Lane stuff, I think he really helped because his Lois Lane was just brimming with intelligence and I think kind of a nice sophistication. And he also, this is my favorite Curt Schaffenberger cover. You'll see that I have a raw copy in my little protective cozy. I love everything about this. I love her face. I love the fact that his take on Superman, he kind of has him out of proportion. And to my way of seeing it, it's like, oh yeah, he is kind of a doofus, you know what I mean? But the other reason I love this book is because it was on the newsstands in 1961, the month I was born. So I treasure that issue, and that's why I have a good copy in my little protective cozy. And the covers are fun, the stories are a blast. I'm a sucker for a cover that has a character with a big head, and so come on, I love this. There's just such energy and vitality to these books. This story, believe it or not, is one of the best Lois Lane stories of the Silver Age or of any age. I don't think it gets reprinted a lot. It is, but basically, Lois Lane is saving Superman's bacon in this entire story, and she's the one that is the smarty pants. So there you go. So that's some of my Silver Age Lois Lane. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.